Show that kind of up close if you could. It definitely takes and puts a nice look and a nice shine on it. I'm going to do a piece down here real quick to kind of get the same effect. And I'll do this piece, let's see. Now this is a little wet from a wash, and the little water ain't going to hurt much. But be careful on angles, or you will burn the paint right off, as I always say in these. And the paint is thin on this one, especially on the edges. Just sun faded. So you can see a huge difference on it. It takes a lot of it out, but you've also got to be careful because it'll wear the paint right off the edges. Okay, that being the main thing, you see how it wore the paint off the edges?
Yeah.
This is a very, very serious compound, and we are working with a wool instead of a foam. Some of this, just because it's grooved like that, might be easier to finger out. And I know that doesn't sound all that legit, but so being careful as you go not to do that a whole lot. And I guess the main thing now is the beautiful sun is up right when we start to do this.
Yeah.
Not very cool.
Shade.
So keep it as little spot as you can. I wouldn't go with a spot much bigger than that, especially with the sun coming out. And stay off the sides for now. Get the top surfaces while it's still cooler. And watch out for hitting this with this, because you'll rub all the paint off this piece. And at the same time, don't dig into that or you'll rub all the paint off the edge. Right. Same thing there. This thing will kind of roll down. You almost got to pick up a little bit and let it roll down itself. And if you let this shit sit on there too long in the sun, they'll bake right on. So I guess my main warning about this would be this. Watch out on double lips and stuff. Yeah. It makes it very, very hard. It'll take it off just a little bit. So, well, it shouldn't, but it did. So just definitely keep an eye and keep it lifted up as you're going over that, and not into it too much. But it's got to be buffed. You know, there's that happy medium. I don't want to do much damage to it, but I got to make it look better.
Is this what happened right there too?
No, that's from the tarp.
What is the original paint on it?
Yeah, from '79, so it's pretty old.
Yeah.
But flat areas, it's going to come a lot nicer. Just watch out anywhere and keep it as flat as you can. God, this sucks that the sun came up right at that time. It's supposed to be overcast today. This one's going to scratch it up a lot more than the wool one. I mean the foam one. And then we'll use a different stuff on it with the foam one, and it'll look a lot better. But
I need to use this stuff on my head. I got some big scratches on it.
yours is carbon fiber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got like a couple big scratches. I need some good polishing company.
So black especially will get some marks, but
it looks a lot better than it did.
right.
For sure. The oxidation's off of it.
I'm gonna
So
use
trying to get all the oxidation off right now.
pretty much and kind of smooth it out with taking the least amount of paint we can off. And I would usually use a different kind than this with this pad. Yeah, that brings it out a lot nicer.
Yeah, it does. I would think that the foam would be more aggressive than the wool.
Wool's pretty damn aggressive, man. In fact, I put videos online and I got people, they'll actually get mad. You can't use wool. It's body shop. In fact, I'm crazy to let anybody else at it with this, but just be careful with it. Don't get into it too much. Don't get too many more of them. And if you're having a problem with this, we'll swap out and we'll just foam the whole thing. In fact, while I'm standing there looking at it, I'd like to know what just the foam does to it.
Just some oxidation?
Yeah, just without doing none of the other stuff.
Try right
Yeah, it definitely, I think, takes it up a stage to do it with both.
Yeah.
There's like more, look close and you tell me. There's more imperfections in the paint here. That one, it seems to have taken them out more. It seems like there's more pecker sand marks in this. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the foam looks good on there. But I don't know, maybe we should hit it with the wool first and then come back over with the foam. Doing the...
On these things, just try and you'll find a couple places where like that was already there because of the tarp.
Right.
But like that one, wherever it was, I did. And then one down there, I did them. But yeah, I'm thinking wool first.
Yeah. You can tell
Yeah, it definitely is a little bit. We should have done it next to each other to start. Yeah, for sure. This is definitely brighter.
Yeah.
It adds that extra depth. So, try and get the top and that other side first. This side will have shade a lot longer.
Okay.
But it ain't too hot out yet.
Clouds.
Come on, usually I'm the other way. Come on, sun. But, okay, if you need anything, give a holler. And like I say, just be very careful of these things. And that's, just so you know, way too much product. Yeah, probably about half that amount, but you'll get used to exactly what it takes. Oh, no, I'm just, whatever. And make sure you keep it wiped down after to where everything stays the same and you can tell where you've been. And the flatter you can keep that thing, the better. Except on edges.
Apply minimal pressure, right?
You can apply some damn pressure when it's flat. You can put something into it. Don't put it into it on the edges or it'll come right off. But yeah, you can push on it on its flat parts a bit. And your main thing will be even Try and keep even speed. And when you lift it up and went like that, don't lift up that much. That's a lot of lift up.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
went on the angle?
Yeah. When you go on the angle, I know what you were. Kind of hit it up on that. Yeah. And at the most, just like that, use this part. So in other words, you're just putting that right there to where that part presses against there, and it'll push it up in there. Don't worry about getting down too much like that. Just let it. It'll kind of do it for you a little bit.
I was trying to angle it to the edge of the wall.
It's not the angle to dangle, it's the dingle to dangle.
Okay. Gotcha.
And if you keep these things quartered, no pun intended, it's a lot easier. You take energy drinks?
Yeah.
One thing, it's a lot better to set this thing on the ground upside down than to keep tapping the handle on the paint. Yeah. And when you're buffing, if you get this thing over here, don't drag it across the car. You probably know that. Yeah. But don't drag the cord across. It's a lot easier to keep it up over your shoulder, and it'll keep it off things. I don't doubt. And if it gets too hot on this side, swap to the other side because it's definitely not hot over there. It got most of them marks out. That's good.
I don't know if that was on there.
Yeah, yeah. There was a whole bunch in here, and you got a lot of them out really good. Okay. Just watch out on this pinstripe too.
I didn't feel myself going sideways and holding it.
No, and that's how it would look too. There was actually a lot more of it here. It was from the tarp. In fact, it looked a lot like that, except that's just dust. Okay, here you go. You like cinnamon, first of all? Okay. And these will be a little harder because I end up putting them in my car for samples and then they get hot. So then will be harder, but that's soft. Don't eat them all at once. One chew, there's 4 in here. One chew is the same as a Red Bull. Okay. So it's just condensed, concentrated. It's the extract of what's in the energy drinks. You'll love them. They're good. In fact, that company, I bought a bunch of stock and I talked them into putting cannabis in them. Not those specific ones, but they have a CBD one now that they sell. Kind of cool. Not well, they actually do the other kind in the dispensaries, but just the CBD for the medicinal.
I like the CBD.
I'll get you a couple of them too. I'll get you a couple of them to try too. They're pretty good. Yeah, that's looking good. The other one will get a little better. Definitely all the difference in the world here. Tastes like a Red Hot or a Big Red or something. And on this, stay away from anything like this. Of course, you'll get crap all over it and it'll be a mess. But go ahead and buff the windows. Any of the chrome, you got to stay away from this shit because it just stays on there forever. But go ahead and buff the chrome and everything because it'll make it that much easier when we go for the final thing. Basically, it's a buff down.
So I can't keep on wiping down my overspray? Does that matter too much?
As you go, it's important that you wipe down what you did to where you can tell you've tied it in correctly, but then it's just going to get sprayed over again. It don't matter. We'll spray all that off. Anything like that, I'll spray off later when we wash it. I'm just wondering if it's going to get too hot to do the foam today, and we'll go on to something else.
What's in here?
That's the smog guy up there. Yeah, I wish if I had an indoor spot. That's the thing. And if we start early, that's the thing. We can get one buffed in the mornings usually, and got that kind of work. Right. And if they run,
afternoon in East County. Woo.
If they run, it's a lot easier too, and this one don't run. Well, it might. We need to check that out. Yeah, I like it. So what kind of stuff have you done?
In high school, I actually had like 3 classes of auto shop after my senior year.
I don't even think they have that anymore.
No, they took it down.
Isn't that bullshit?
I saw it at Grossmont High School. I saw they destroyed it. I was crying.
I don't understand that.
It made me hurt my heart.
I understand more why now kids nowadays.
So many good memories from that.
Good memories and good learning.
Yeah. And then I went to the Army after high school.
Oh wow, you did the Army, huh?
Yeah. I went on to helicopter.
Did you get to go anywhere?
I went to Korea for a year.
How'd you like that?
I was a drunken blur. I was 19 and able to drink at every...
Fun though?
Yeah.
Pretty much like TJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much where you have these girls that dance and that you don't get laid by them. You just buy them $10 drinks to come sit